Welcome to Jimmy Bowen and Friends. Each week's episode features Jimmy Bowen and a special guest like John Barry, Buddy Jewell, Ty Herndon, and more. Today's guest is Tyler Reese Tritt. Now, here's Jimmy Bowen.
Whenever I'm feeling lonely, whenever I'm feeling blue, I start thinking about my blue-eyed darling, and my heart starts pinning for you. I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound, 'cause my sweet baby ain't around. When my life's got you down, I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. Well, I'm lost in an ocean of darkness, not knowing which way to turn. My eyes are filled with sadness of knowing you'll never return. I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound, 'cause my sweet baby ain't around. When my life's got you down, I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound, 'cause my sweet baby ain't around. And my life's got you down, I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound, 'cause my sweet baby ain't around. And when my life's got you down, I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound. And when my life's got me down, I wanna hear that high, lonesome sound.
Well, thank you. Welcome to the show. We've got an exciting night. I'll tell you what, this lady we have coming tonight, I have been looking forward to visiting with her and having her perform with us. She is very young, and what a career she has already had. And it's amazing. You're going to enjoy her. We have Miss Tyler Reese Tritt tonight. Woo! It's going to be fun. You guys stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
There's more Jimmy Bowen and Friends coming up right after this short break. Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Well, thank you, and welcome back to the show. Tonight we have a very special guest, and I am so glad that she was able to take time out of her schedule and come see us. She has had a remarkable career, even at such a young age, and we are excited to have her here. Would you please welcome Miss Tyler Reese Tritt?
Hey, y'all.
This is great. I am so glad you had time to stop by and see us.
Of course. I'm glad y'all had us out.
This is going to be great. We're going to have some fun.
I'm very excited.
Tell us a little bit now. You grew up knowing that you wanted to be an entertainer.
I did.
Very musical family.
Very.
So tell everybody about the big break, the big experience, and the excitement that you had at 14 entertaining with your dad.
Yes. So my dad is Travis Tritt, and oh, y'all calm down. He ain't that big of a deal. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I love my daddy. I love my dad. But
and he's
no,
not here, is he?
No, he's not here.
He's not here. Calm down. No,
But
go ahead.
no, I was 14. We were on the way to my Nana's wedding, and he had just demos that he was just going through and playing, just practicing. And I was just singing them in the back seat, and he heard me singing them, and he was just like, I didn't know it, but he leaned over to my mom, and he was like, she has a really, really good voice, you know? And he was looking for a girl to cut the song because it was a duet called Sometimes Left Just Ain't Enough. Yeah. I was just singing, and he went to my mom, and he was like, you know what? I think I'm going to bring her in and cut her on the record, and that's what we did. And at the time, I was like, yeah, I want to sing. No, went into the recording studio, and I had never been, and, you know, hearing your own voice back in your head completely threw me off. I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want to do this. I was literally looking at my dad, like, tears in my eyes. I was like, because he had kept me there for hours. He was like, I'm not auto-tuned. You're not going to be auto-tuned. But the whole experience was just amazing. And by the end of it, I just fell in love. I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
That's great. That's great. That is wonderful. So, with all the family in the business prior, so they really supported you. You know how most parents are like, no, you're with all the hardships. You know, you hear all the hardships of what you go through to be an entertainer and the you know eating whatever you can eat and whatever. So they really supported. They really encouraged you.
They did. My mom, my brothers, definitely. My dad, of course, was kind of iffy at first just because he knows so much about the industry. He was like, you know, Tyler, I really don't know. It's, you know, it's a dog-eat-dog world. You got to be tough. But, I mean, I was pretty tough anyway. And he was like, you know what? He goes, I'll help you with whatever you need help with. You can come to me. He tried to talk me out of it, but when he realized I was not giving up, he was like, you know what? I'll help you with whatever you need help with.
Right. Tell us about your song, Break from the Break.
So Break from the Break, I co-wrote with Joanna Janae and Benny James. And it was just, I don't know, it was about my ex. And, you know, when you just, you're going back and forth, you're together, you're not together, and it's like, you're taking breaks, you're not taking breaks, and it's like, you know what, let's just take a break from the break. And we know it's bad for each other, you know, but it's that familiar, it's that comfortable, but it's like, okay, and then we don't have to talk to each other anymore. I just need to see you one more time. I just need to be with you one more time, and then I won't want it anymore. But then, of course, you always do. Right. So that was where we got the idea of Break from the Break.
And you're going to do that for us right now.
We are right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tyler Reese Tritt.
Took a number out of my phone just in case I wanted to call you up tonight. Too bad I memorized. Midnight hit me a little too lonely, and I could use you here if only one last time. What's one more goodbye? You can break a broken heart even if you try. Take a break from the break tonight. Oh, I know we ain't forever old, but I don't think we're finished yet. And I can't remember why it's over, but some things I just can't forget. You can break a broken heart even if you try. Take a break from the break tonight. Just take a break from the break tonight.
Don't go away. Jimmy Bowen and Friends will be right back. Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Tyler, that was great.
Thank you.
I love your sound.
Thank you.
That is such a cool sound.
Thank you
Kind
so
of a mix of little rock flavor with a
Yeah.
little this and a little that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
a little rasp in there.
Yeah, I love it. That's
Thank
great.
you.
That is wonderful. What have you learned about releasing your new single? Your
Oh,
new single,
gosh.
Perfect.
I did that when I was 16. I don't know. I don't know what I learned. Well, I actually do know what I learned. That was my first crack at songwriting. Was Perfect. So that was definitely a big learning experience for me. And it wasn't the exact same setting as when I went and record the duet that I did with my dad. So that was different, but it was almost better and easier because I was by myself. I didn't have the pressure of anybody else around. So I was kind of in my own little headspace and got to experiment more. So it was a really, really cool
So do you like to
experience.
write by yourself or do you like to co-write?
A little bit of both.
Little
I feel
both?
like, yeah, you can get a lot of different pulls from both. I feel like when I'm by myself, like sometimes I get a little bit more stuck. I like feeding off of other people and their energies and their ideas too, and it just makes it fun.
That's cool. That's cool. What are you working on now? What music are you working on now?
So we've been, I've had some cuts from Jada Dreyer, who's a songwriter here in Nashville, love her. She sent me a few of her songs that we're in the process of cutting right now, and I've been going back and forth, just writing with different people from Carnival and friends of mine that are also songwriters, and just been,
A cool experience, right?
Oh, I love it. I love it so much.
Well, that's cool. Well, Lonely All Alone.
Yes.
Tell us about that. And you're going to do that tonight.
I am
right?
gonna do
so
that.
tell us about that song.
Joanna Janae, also, she wrote that song specifically for me. So, yeah, she did that just for me, and I really didn't have a say in it. I just told her the angle I wanted to go to was just old school country feel. And that's what she gave me and sent it over, and I was like, I love that song. Please let me. And she was like, girl, I wrote it for you. Keep it.
There you go.
So, yeah, we're going to do it.
Cool. We'll do it right now.
Absolutely.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Miss Tyler Reese Tritt.
You said I wasn't right for you. You stood right there and told me we were through. nothing new to me. Your leaving didn't leave me lonely, 'cause I've been lonely for so long. Guess my heart got over you before yours had even gone. If you thought that I'd be crying, well, baby, you were wrong. Your leaving didn't leave me lonely, 'cause I've been lonely all along. Leaving didn't leave me lonely, 'cause I've been lonely for so long. Guess my heart got over you before yours had even gone. And if you thought that I'd be crying, well, baby, you were wrong. Your leaving didn't leave me lonely, 'cause I've been lonely all along. Your leaving didn't leave me lonely, 'cause I've been lonely all along.
Thank y'all so much.
We'll be back with more Jimmy Bowen and Friends in just a moment. Welcome back to Jimmy Bowen and Friends.
Welcome back to the show. What'd y'all think of Tyler? Whew. Ain't she talented? Man, what a singer. She is going to have a great career. Still does already. Man, it's a pleasure having her on the show. We are going to say goodnight to you guys tonight with a song. And a buddy of mine, Carl Jackson, wrote this song and sent it to me. And kind of a little ballad thing happening here. And we're going to say goodnight to you. One called Home Folks. And we're going to see you guys on the next show.
Well, I packed up that old foreign car, went out looking for a star. I never thought I'd be so far from the home coast. Nights alone out on the road have become a heavy load. There's a longing in my soul for the home coast. I miss the snows, wind and cold, and the fishing trips that me and Dad would take. I'm just a kid at 10 years old when I think of biscuits Mama used to bake. In my heart, I'm just a stone's throw away from the home coast. Well, I've got friends from coast to coast. There's a few that I call close, but the ones I miss the most are the home folks. Around the table we'd say grace, and there's times when my heart aches to go back, take my place with the home folks. Another town, another crowd. I've lost track of all the places that I've played. I know that I made them proud, but they'd love me just as much if I had stayed. I'm just so thankful for the way that I was raised by the home folks. just a story